Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a few fragrances that were sent over blindly to me from FragranceBuy to review for you, so I've never smelt them before. FragranceBuy is having an anniversary sale from October 28th until October 31st, so for 3 days only, ending at 11:59 p.m. sharp on the 31st. So during this time you can get an extra 8% off on all orders over $88 with the code mystery8, and you can get an extra 10% off plus free shipping with the code FragBuy8 on orders over $148. There will also be a free mystery gift for the first 2,000 customers, so on the 28th only. So if you are one of those first 2,000 customers, you might get yourself a Hermes, a duffel bag, some sort of a luxury soap, or something like that. If you are part of the FragBuyCrew, you will also have loyalty incentives like additional bonus sprays that can go towards future purchases. And if you guys are on the hunt for a certain perfume, this is going to be a great time to take advantage of the sale and maybe get that perfume that you've been lusting after. I love FragranceBuy. They ship to both Canada and the United States, so the sales will be for Canadians and people in the United States. Really fast shipping, you guys, amazing customer service, really good selection. FragranceBuy is honestly one of my favorite places to buy perfume, and I've been purchasing from them for a very long time. So with that out of the way, you guys, thank you so much for stopping on my channel. My name is Alithia, and if you haven't been here before, we talk mostly about perfume. So if that is your thing, make sure to head on down and hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's jump into today's haul. So the first fragrance, you guys, is from Clive Christian, and this is Tarocco Orange, or Orange. And this is a citrusy lily of the valley fragrance. It's actually quite complex. It's a very fresh, light fragrance. It's a very strong fragrance, and the bottle is absolutely incredible, you guys. The presentation of this perfume is amazing. It is not an inexpensive perfume by any means. I do have to say, I don't think this is quite my taste. I'm not usually a fan of Lily of the Valley, and this one to me smells very mature and sort of vintagey and just not something I would wear. It's just not something I would gravitate toward, but I do think that there's probably people out there who absolutely love Clive Christian, and probably a lot of people out there who love this perfume. So in the opening you have bergamot, tangerine, orange, lemon, blueberry, and raspberry. So a very fresh, citrusy opening. In the middle you have a lot of lily of the valley. You have osmanthus, jasmine, freesia, rose, orchid, and violet. So a bit of a floral bouquet there. And then in the base you have patchouli, woody notes, basically musk and moss. So it does have a bit of a chypre kind of a quality to it. It is a very classy perfume, very good performance, very strong, projects really well. I really can't say anything bad about it. From an objective point of view, it's incredible, but from a personal point of view for myself, this is not something that I would wear that would work out for me, which is really too bad because it is just such a work of art. Everything about this bottle is just incredible. It's very sort of soapy, shampoo-y to me. It's a very soapy, citrusy, floral scent that smells quite mature, and it just really isn't my cup of tea. I don't know for sure if in 20-25 years I might like this a little bit better, but I don't know, it just isn't my cup of tea. I'm not sure if it's that lily of the valley, I'm not sure if it's all the citruses, but something in here just isn't for me. So that is Tarocco Orange from Clive Christian. So the second one, you guys, is Trussardi Donna Intense. Now I have heard a lot of people talking about the original Donna, and I actually haven't smelt the original Donna, but they did send me this one, which is of course the intense version. And this is from the Eau collection, if I'm saying it properly. So kind of an interesting bottle. If I'm being honest, I don't really love the bottle. The scent itself in here though, you guys, is really, really beautiful. This is actually probably one of the most likable, easy to wear fragrances that I've ever smelled. Just a very, very likable fragrance. This is a fruity vanilla. It opens with water fruit, yuzu, and citron. In the middle you have jasmine tea, water lily, and orange blossom, and in the base you have vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and cedar. The water fruit in the opening and the yuzu is very, very sweet and intoxicating and very fruity, very beautiful. I think that the jasmine tea in here gives it this sort of relaxing vibe. You've got water lily, which of course gives it sort of a spa vibe. It makes it feel very summery, very relaxing, and almost a little bit like you're at the spa sort of. And then of course you have that classic combination of vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli in the base. So this is very feminine, very, very feminine, very beautiful. I think this is a little bit mature. I can't see a lot of the younger crowd wearing this one. It's a perfume that sort of neither jumps out at me, like it doesn't stand out from the crowd, but it is also extremely likable, if that makes sense. Probably one of the most likable perfumes I've ever smelled. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but it's just difficult to dislike this. Right at the atomizer, you guys, I'm getting this beautiful combination of like yellow fruit with that water lily and that jasmine tea. I feel like if you like something like Elizabeth Arden white tea, I think you would really like this. Also, if you like something like Shiseido Zen, not that they smell the same, but if you like those sort of relaxing fragrances that maybe have lily or bamboo or tea notes, and if you like sort of powdery vanillas, if you like something a little bit fruity, this is really, really, really beautiful. This could be like every single day, easy grab and go, running errands, signature scent. Yeah, it was just like an instant like for me. I can't say that I'm like head over heels in love with it. I wouldn't say I would run out and buy a bottle if I smelled it. But I think anyone who smells this would think, oh, that is very nice. You know, it is extremely nice. And I have to say, it probably is quite similar to the original Donna. I looked up the notes and they do have some note similarities. And I think if you like the original Donna, you'd probably really like the Donna Intense. This also has pretty good lasting power, you guys. So it's very good quality, really high quality juice and really very pleasant. So that is Trussardi Donna Intense. The next one in this absolutely beautiful bottle is L'Arme de Merveille from Hermes. So this is the ambery version of the Merveille collection, I guess. I used to have the Eau de Merveille, and that one I did end up letting go because something about the note composition I just didn't love. And unfortunately for me, this is very, very similar to the Eau de Merveille. The difference is that this one is more ambery, more deep. It's heavier, it's thicker, it's richer, it's better for fall and winter, but essentially it is very, very similar to the Eau de Merveille. Eau de Merveille was more light, sparkling, citrusy sort of. It had like this sparkling citrusy orange note in it. This one I think probably does have orange, but it's not listed on Fragrantica anyways, but you can definitely smell it when you spray this perfume. It definitely has this orangey, like zesty orangey quality to it. So this has notes of amber, vanilla, labdanum, and patchouli. And what I get most from this is, yeah, definitely a very heavy, rich, thick, sort of an ambery quality. And if Eau de Merveille had a freshly pressed citrusy orange note, this one has orange zest. This one is like a little bit deeper, richer, thicker. It's more like the rind of the orange versus the freshly squeezed or freshly pressed orange quality. So I was kind of hoping when I saw the notes that this was going to give me, you know, rich, sort of rich ambery vanilla was what I was hoping for. And like I say, unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of that sort of orange rind, orange zest, which I don't love. And that was what kind of turned me off from the original Eau de Merveille. Between the two, I prefer the original. You can get both of them on FragranceBuy if you are looking for any of the Merveille fragrances. They are all available for a really good price. It's very nice, you guys. Like, it smells expensive. It smells very luxurious. It smells like Hermes. I really like it, but I don't think that this is one that I would wear very often. I think my favorite part about this fragrance is probably the bottle. If I'm being honest, I love that it has the little stars in the back, and just look how beautiful. I mean, the bottle is really, really beautiful. But I don't think this one would work out for me. So this is L'Arme de Merveille from Hermes, and I think a lot of people out there would really, really like this. One that I still do want to try is the Elixir de Merveille. And the last one that I want to share with you today, you guys, is Hanae Mori, and I hope I'm saying that properly and probably not. So this is a very old fragrance. This one I actually purchased with my own money. I was really curious about it because a lot of people compare this to Ylang & Gold from M. Micallef, which I used to have, and I wasn't head over heels for it, but it was a very nice perfume. It was one of the very first niche perfumes I ever smelled, and it kind of took my breath away because it was one of the most beautiful, unique vanilla perfumes I'd ever smelled. And of course, it was one of my very first experiences with niche, and I just couldn't believe what I was smelling. It was so amazing. And it really was kind of a door opener for me into the niche world. So I heard that this one was quite similar to Ylang & Gold. And it really is. When I first spray this, you guys, that is the very first thing it reminds me of is Ylang & Gold, but there are some differences. So this comes in a really cute butterfly box. It was released in 1993, I believe, or 1996. It's a very old perfume. And the notes that you have in here are strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, and blackcurrant. You have ylang ylang, jasmine, rose, and peony. And in the base you have sandalwood, almond tree, Brazilian rosewood, and cedar. So the bottle itself is kind of interesting and unique. It definitely is a little dated looking, isn't it? Very unique looking cap. And the box is really pretty. It comes in this really beautiful butterfly box. So let me just take the cap off and tell you what I get from this one. Okay, so my first impression when I smell this is definitely ylang gold. It smells very similar. You do get a prominent fruity component in the opening. I feel like I'm getting vanilla as well, even though there's no vanilla listed. I feel like I'm getting vanilla, berries, and ylang ylang, which is probably why it smells so similar to ylang gold. The issue I have with this one is that it smells very synthetic to me. Very, very synthetic. When I spray it on my skin, it has this sort of very medicinal, synthetic, fruity thing going on, and there's something about it that just sort of scratches my nose in the wrong way. And it smells quite pleasant at the atomizer, and it smells very good on paper, but the second I put it on my skin, it becomes very medicinal and just really not very pleasant. Not something I would ever want to wear. Between this and the original ylang gold, I would definitely opt for the original ylang gold. If you're asking me, I know that this one is only $25 or $26, and ylang gold is like over $200. So it's quite a huge price difference, but you really do notice the difference in quality when it comes to the two perfumes. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think if you were to wear this and you walked by somebody, they would think you smelled really good. And if you're looking for a great cheapie that smells really yummy and probably smells more expensive than it is, this is probably a good one. But if I had to choose between this and ylang gold, and cost was not an option, or an object, I should say, you know, I wasn't worried about money, I would just go with ylang gold because it smells much more high quality than this one, and you can really tell it smells much more natural. It doesn't smell screechy or synthetic or medicinal or anything like that. So yeah, not a bad fragrance. I kind of knew that it wouldn't work out for me. And I kind of knew this wouldn't work for me also because I don't really like strawberry in perfumes. I don't like a strong strawberry note, but I just had to see what the hype was about. And honestly, for $25, I figured I didn't have much to lose if I didn't like it. So that is Hanae Mori. And yeah, that's our last one today. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I'm really curious to know your thoughts on these perfumes if you've ever smelled them before. I think there was some really unique ones in today's video, so I'd love to know your thoughts on Clive Christian. Do you have a Clive Christian that you would recommend? Have you ever checked out the Trussardi Donna, which is super popular? And what do you think about Hanae Mori? Was that a signature scent of yours? I know a lot of people used to wear it. So looking forward to talking to you guys down below, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.